Good evening. I've had a bath. Do you know what time it is? 5 to 7. I don't know where the day's gone. I really don't. Janine back again. Right. I'm doing a bit of a cop out for tea again. So, I'm a bit tired. And do you remember last week when I went to bed and I was exhausted, wasn't I? And yes, sort of just what was in the fridge and all that, which was fine, absolutely fine. So, I finished work early, which is fine, that's fine. And I thought, I've had a bit of a funny day today. I felt out of sorts. And when the other month, when I was in work, when I was actually going to work, and I started to get really like fatigued and like aches and pains and all that and brain fog and in the October, as I've said, and then I was off, and then I carried on going into work without realising that it was using energy that I could conserve and use for other things. But when you first start off with, like, they're saying it's post-viral fatigue, aren't they? We don't know whether it's me implants, we just don't know. But when you first start off with that, my body, I don't know what's going to happen with my tiredness and all that, so you can't gauge, do you know what I mean, early on, so you just keep going, and I still do that from time to time, and I still get myself like to the point where I was last week, where I was just wiped out and I had to go to bed. So every time it happens, I try a little bit harder to look at things a little bit differently. And I was in work talking to one of the girls, and she was saying about something or other, and, you know, how I was feeling, and I said, it's like I've got 10 coins in the bank, and, you know, if I wake up with 10 coins and I might use 3 coins for a bath, because I was saying I can't have a shower at the moment because it's standing up, that brings me pain, and it's tiredness, your body's tired standing up. So I said, so say a bath's like 3 coins, walking to the bus stop might be 2 coins, and so on and so forth. And you know, some days I might wake up like last week and I haven't even got any coins, do you know what I mean? Because I've used them all. So my body wakes up and it goes, you've got no coins today, Janine. And I suppose anyone who's got like an autoimmune disease or a chronic illness will like and maybe understand where I'm coming from. So she said, I've never thought about it like that before. Anyway, I was listening to a podcast, I think I might have told you this before, about the guy, the vicar, who had the COVID, and he pushed himself, and he's in a wheelchair now. He does a podcast on Spotify. Can't remember his name. I can never remember anything, but I haven't got the coins for that remembering, have I? So anyway, apparently it's a proper theory, but they use spoons. It's called the spoon theory. So it was quite like that. Oh, you know, I likened it to coins in the bank. I'd never heard of it before, and he did. And it's a spoon theory, so you might wake up and you've got 10 spoons, and you might use 1 spoon to, do you know what I mean, and so on and so forth. So anyway, I finished work early today, and I thought, I am quite tired. However, I wanted to go to Aldi. I said I was not gonna try and not go to Aldi, but I wanted to go to Aldi, and I felt like I had a bit of cabin fever, and normally I'm all right with it. I'm all right with staying in now. I'm absolutely fine with it, but I felt as though I had to get out. I took Cece on a little walk and round block. It's been raining. She doesn't like the rain, so we weren't out long. But she was dead good on a walk. She's doing really well with her recall and that, and dead proud of her. Still haven't had her in the garden, but that's absolutely fine. We'll just do the outside. So, you know, she goes in the garden for a wee of a morning, but other than that, she's with me, and we're doing a training outside where it's just me and her. There's no one there to distract her, and that's hunky-dory. So I thought, I'm going to Aldi. So I've got something on the TV. I'm eating a carrot. If you can't get your veg in, get your veg in. Do you know what I mean? And I like raw carrots, so I'm eating a carrot. It's always a way to get your veg in. So anyway, I thought, I'm going to Aldi. So I was upset about me vaping because I haven't managed to stop vaping. And the more I think about it, the more I'm vaping. So it's a vicious circle. So I've decided now I'll have to just vape. I wanted to not vape for when I went in for my operation. But that's put me off sorts because my operation's in 2 weeks now, not 6 weeks. So I felt a bit unsettled because I thought I'm not ready for my vape. I haven't cut down and just felt really out of sorts. I'm not ready. I was planning it, getting myself head around it mentally for what was going to happen to me in 6 weeks' time, and now all of a sudden it's 2, and that's fine. I'm glad that, you know, they're doing what they do, and, you know, to try and see if that's what's making me ill and get these out of my body because they're just leaking into my body. But it still put me off sorts, and I could feel the anxiety there. I was doing my breathing, you know, feel your heartbeat, feel your stomach, get your breathing. It wasn't working. I thought I need to get out, you know. So I'm gonna go to Aldi, and, you know, I might suffer for it tomorrow for going out on that walk, but it was worth it. So I went to Aldi, and I went to Sainsbury's, and I bought myself a cup. They were on offer, a nice cup and a nice bowl. So that's for me breakfast, and that's for me breakfast. I thought that'll cheer me up. Now, time gone by, I might have gone and got myself a bottle of wine, but I don't do that anymore because that's just, for me, in my opinion, not for anyone else. I'm not saying this for anyone else. That's just me, you know, burying down how I'm feeling and my emotions and that. So I bought myself that and that. A bit of gratification, you know. I know it's not a Gucci handbag, but hey ho, you know, there you go. And then I bought, which I made up with these. These were in Sainsbury's for £4. Little tongs. Oh, I haven't got any tongs, so 2 for £4. They were in a pack of 2, so hence why, yeah. But that one's a plastic one, so really non-stick, and that one's a metal one. So they're good, aren't they? So I thought to myself, okay, Janine, you're going to Aldi. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself some stuff so that if you have a day tomorrow where you wiped out, or you like yesterday where I just did a simple tea, didn't I? And you don't feel able to cook, you're going to have some food in. So that's what I did. So yeah, I might have spent a bit of energy, mightn't I, you know, walking up to Aldi. But one, it was good for my mental health because it gave me the time to think and process that, you know, I'm having this operation in 2 weeks now, not 6 weeks. I'm not ready. I haven't got my bra tops. Do you know what I mean? All little things that you're working through. And on top of that, I've got a job to do in work, which I've said to you, it's quite a technical job. So that's why I finished early, because I couldn't think straight. So anyway, I walked to Aldi and I worked through it all, and I worked through it all in my head. Look, you know, it's okay. 2 weeks, it'll be done. Your recovery will be, you know, quicker. You'll be, you know, more recovered earlier by summer. All the positives that I could take from it, rather than being a big panic, going, you know, oh, it's 2 weeks. You know, Jordan's got to come back home. You know, he's only gone home yesterday and he's got to come back next week and he's got a partner. But I thought, no, all that irrational thinking in your head, Janine, it's just, it's not rational. It's like, it's happening. But when I go out on a walk, that's my thinking time. Do you know what I mean? Normally it is with CC, but as we're in avid training at the moment, trying to get a good on a recall, I can't because I'm working on her. So I went and I walked to Aldi, and yeah, there will be a payoff. I might be a little bit more tired tomorrow, but I'm doing pretty well this week, I think. But what I've got to think is I've got Friday off because it's Good Friday, and I've got Monday off because it's Easter Monday. So I rationalised it in my head, and, you know, October I started with this. We're in April now. I've come a long way. Do you know what I mean? So I went to Aldi, and I'm going to have for tea some chucky eggs, some boiled eggs with a nice salad. I bought myself a nice seeded sourdough, so I don't have to make any bread this week because that expels a lot of energy. So I've done a couple of payoffs. I haven't made me breakfast biscuits. I would have liked to have done them today. Won't be able to do them, so forfeited some things to gain some more. And that's what it's all about when you've got either something that debilitates you, a little payoff, and working it round in your head and thinking, right, well, if I give that up, I can have that. And yeah, I do like to make me bread and do home cooking, but that's life, isn't it? You know, I have to adjust my life accordingly to sort of fit in with what's happening to me now. And rye bread's quite good, actually. There's not a lot in it. Wheat, barley. I can't see. But no, actually, it's all quite good. So I got that. So I'm going to do an egg salad, nice bit of bread and butter, and that's going to be it. And I've had one of these. I know it's midweek, but I need a little wine glass without the wine. And these are dead nice. Abigail picked these up with me on Sunday. So again, another payoff. Don't have to carry them home, and they're quite heavy. They're white grape and blackberry, and they're like a flavoured fizzy water from Aldi. They're lovely. So I poured myself one of them. I had a nice hot soak in the bath, a little soak. I'm not a big soaker. And I thought, cheers. I feel heaps better because instead of getting myself in a spin, I thought, right, I need a walk. I'm going to have a walk. I need to get out and get some fresh air and get out and maybe get away from Cece for 5 minutes as well, if I'm honest. You know, it's like getting away from one of your children. You know, it does you good. And she's fine in here. She's absolutely fine. She loves, being in. She just goes to sleep, I think. And then I went to Aldi and I've got some nice food in. So if I do crash after work tomorrow, I've got some nice food in. So I don't have to worry about, I've got nothing in. So I've learned from what happened last week. I've learned this week, haven't I? That's it. So I'm proud of myself for that. I'm really proud of myself. So I've done 2 eggs. I have to work fast now. We're on 11 minutes and 43 seconds. I'd talk the leg off a chair, wouldn't I, guys? So I'm just going to peel my eggs. Now, what I will say is, obviously, the shopping list. I know I've gone a bit off kilter, and I'm sorry about that, but things have happened, haven't they? And, life happens, doesn't it? I've done my best. I'm still writing everything down, but I have my operation, don't I? So, I'm still going to come on and post. You're not getting rid of me that easy, guys. But it'll be just me rambling. I mean, I don't know what it'll be, but I'll definitely be back on. I'll go in. I'll be on the morning of my operation to say, tally ho! And then, obviously, I won't be on that day. I don't know whether I'll be on the day after. We just don't know what's going to happen. But hopefully, I'm just a day case. You've said I might have some drains though, but we'll see. I might not. And do you know what? They've got to come out, haven't they, guys? They've got to come out, because even if they weren't, what was making me ill, I can't have all this silicone leaking all over my body, can I? So, and yeah. So it's that as well. I mean, I've had these implants for 25 years. I was 30 when I got them. So 24 years, I was 30. I got them in the summer of... Is it 2000? Yeah, the summer of 2000. No? Yeah, the summer of 2000. So, and, they've been a big part of the... someone said to me actually the other day, if you had your time again, would you have got them? And I said, I wouldn't change anything about my life, because it makes me the person that I am today. And I've come a long way from who I used to be. So, I've done them. I'm just going to give them a little, and the hard boiled. So I'm not precious with them. I don't like, I've got my Jimmy Jams on. I've got like a bralette set on that Abigail gave me. These pants, just because it's hot. I'm hot in the night. But that'll be a bit revealing, so I'll put my pyjama top on. So I'm just going to break them up like that. Add a bit of mayo and a bit of Greek yogurt, just a tiny bit of that. I forgot to get my Greek yogurt out. Oh, what's a girl to do? You know what I'm like now, guys. I've still got that ricotta, haven't I? But not gonna lie, guys, I haven't used it. But I think I might have the mint tomorrow. Famous last words with me, isn't it? I think I might do that. I never bloody do. Might make that. Do you know the kale? I got another Greek yogurt, by the way, when I was in Aldi. The kale, This is your 0%. Greek yogurt. The kale, I might make the kale mix tomorrow, and to use that ricotta cheese up, because I don't think it goes off, but it doesn't for me. But I've got a cast iron constitution, me, I think. I don't like, I mean, I wouldn't, as I've said to you before, I wouldn't do anything like that with meat, but I normally just sniff it, and then if it's alright, if I sniff it, but I don't advise that for everyone, that's just for me. So I'm just going to mix that up, and that just is a substitute for mayonnaise in my opinion. Now, if you want to add mayonnaise, you can add mayonnaise, and what I'm going to add is, again, it's not on the shopping list, but I had this in the cupboard from time gone by. Just going to add a little bit of that to it and mix that up. Now you might not want yours as runny as that, but that's good for me. I like it like that. And now I'm going to put a little bit of salt in. I'm not going to put any pepper in because I put that mustard in. That mustard can be quite vinegary. Bit of salt. Mix that up. Like that. Now it can go on there. Hey, I'm organised tonight, aren't I, guys? I'm dead swizzy. So I'm going to get rid of that. Just 1 minute. Yeah, so I'm feeling positive. I was feeling very overwhelmed before. You know, I just thought, I'm not ready. Well, what am I not ready for? Do you know what I mean? So I had a little word with myself, and then it's good. You know, like that guy, the vicar guy, who's in the wheelchair. He uses his podcast to talk. He's dead good. And he said it really helps him. And as I've said to you before, I mean, I do hope my videos help people. You know. But it's not all about me. These really, really helped me so much. Like you wouldn't believe it. Honest God. I'm so grateful. Even like if I get one view, I think it gives me a little lift. And I think, like when Helen said yesterday, next door, my friend, stroke neighbour, that she watched them. I thought, well, that's nice, isn't it? And she enjoys them, you know, because she's got a chronic illness as well. So sometimes she's sitting there, maybe you think, well, it might be helping her a bit. You know, so it's good, isn't it, in life if we can look after each other, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I was glad about that. She's lovely. So, I've got that on there. I can't believe what time it is, you know, guys. I just don't know where the day's gone. Like, what time did I finish work? Did I finish work at 3 or 2:30? Couldn't think straight. Because my mind was just going, no, I'm not ready. You know, and I'm nervous about going under an anaesthetic as well. No, I think I'll be alright. Of course I'll be alright, but I wouldn't be a human being if I didn't say I was nervous. And it's okay to say I'm nervous. It's okay to say, you know, I'm not feeling myself. You know, it's okay to be vulnerable, isn't it? I know, it's okay to talk. I've had a good voice note with me daughter tonight. Did anyone else do voice notes on WhatsApp? They're the way forward. They're good. I love them. We all do them. Me and my son, me and my daughter. But yeah, so we had a good chinny because she's got the baby, so she's busy. But voice notes mean you can send a voice note, and then you can pick it up. Just going to wash through these tomatoes. I do need to wash. You can sort of pick it up, listen to it, and then sort of reply, have a chat while you're getting on with your day. Do you get me? So like I was voice noting there back when I was, that knife wouldn't cut butter. When I was like getting myself ready after I'd had my bath, you know, doing my creams and all that and combing my hair. So there are good ways to communicate and have like a voice conversation without actually talking on the phone. Does that make sense? I love them. We do love them. We use them all the time. Yeah, I'm a great advocate. Is that the word for voice notes? Because I just think they're great. I normally send mine about 10 minutes long, and the kids are like, "Mum, I've only listened to the first 2 minutes because our Geordie says, well, I forgot what you've been talking about, so I'm sorry if I've missed anything out, Mum." And I say, "It's just chit chat, George, just chit chat, unless it's something important." But even then, I'm not, you know, he forgets. But they break them down. They'll listen to a bit of mine, and then reply back with what the first bit they've listened to, and then they've learned to do that because mine are normally about 10 minutes long. So they break them down and go, "Right, so I've only listened to the first bit, Mum, and then I'm replying and I'll do this," but I just send a 10-minute long one because that's just me. Right, so what's next? So we've got that and we've got that. I'm not going to butter me bread. So that's my salad so far. It looks nice, doesn't it? I've got a bit of coleslaw here from Aldi. It's the nice one, specially selected. If you're going to buy coleslaw, is it coleslaw? Coleslaw, yeah. Buy a nice one. Don't buy a low fat one and stuff like that. Get yourself a nice one and have a little bit of it, you know, and enjoy it. Because it's like, it's there to be enjoyed. I mean, I'm not saying low fat isn't any, you know, if you want to do low fat, you do low fat, but if I'm going to buy one, I'll buy a proper one, you know. I don't go in for low fat. I used to, remember me telling you years gone by, but it doesn't serve me. They've took something else, they've added something else because they took something out, and I'd rather just have something that, you know, is tasty and take the calories and take the hit. Do you know what I mean? It's all about balance, isn't it? So I'm going to have a few olives and then some jalapenos. Now I know most of this I have got in, as you can see, them olives aren't full, look. I've had them a while. See? And the black olives the kids bought when they were home. Where's they gone? And I said, no, they bought the green olives. I'm telling lies. They bought the green olives when they were home, and I said, "Are you going to take them or are you going to let me have them?" And they said, "You can have them, Mum." They took the hummus, but can't have everything, can I? So that's them. So I'll have 3 of them. He's rolling away, pesky. And then slice them up. Slice your jalapenos up. This knife needs sharpening. I have got a knife sharpener. Got it from eBay years ago for about £3. Just saves you buying knives, doesn't it, all the time? And I don't like them brand new ones with which are dead sharp because I'm that clumsy. I'd cut a finger off. In fact, I did that once when I was at a friend's. Was using their knife and nearly took my finger off. So that's that. And then I know I'm being a bit sloppy tonight, but I'm aware of the time. It's 24:05. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me nice mix, and I'm going to push me have a go with that Greek yogurt. I mean, mayonnaise is lovely, but I might have added a bit too much salt there, so was that mustard salty? Mayonnaise is lovely, but I think if I can substitute me mayonnaise for Greek yogurt, just add a little bit of that, and I always get the full fat one. Our Abby told me that. She said, don't ever buy. It's always got to be and it's got to be the normal one, Mum. Because I time gone by, I was like, oh no, I'm not having that. I've got to have low fat, but I don't do low fat anymore. But just a little bit of that, so it lasts you for ages. And then I think what I've saved in my mayonnaise, I can have maybe a bag of crisps or a little bit of chocolate, and that's how I do it. There's always a payoff, isn't there, in life? So that's the way I look at things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use fingers. In fact, I'm going to first put a bit of me. Now some of this I'll eat with a knife and fork, but this is what I like to do. It's nice tea, isn't it? I think so. And then I've had, instead of, now I've got stuff in. Now, last week I wasn't prepared because I didn't know I was going to have a relapse and I was going to be in bed for a day and a half, did I? Unable to do anything, but I did. Now I'm more prepared, and it's just sometimes in life when something new hits you, it's getting used to that and adjusting it to it, isn't it? And then next time being prepared for it. So, you know, every day is a school day. Let's have a go. Cheers. Now, how quick was that to put together? And look at it. Look at all the colours on there. The rainbow, isn't it? And then I've got my trusty carrots. Carrots are dead good for you. Just buy a bag of them in Aldi. Munch my way through them. I used to do that a lot when I first started. Last year I'd always have carrots and celery. I was a bit obsessed, if I'm honest, always eating a carrot before a meal because you're meant to eat your veggies first. I'm not really that obsessed with it anymore. I think I can't just I want to eat my egg mayo and that. I can't spend the rest of my life just focusing, gotta eat my veggies. So I'm going to have a bit of variety. I'm at goal now. I'm absolutely fine, and, you know, do I still have times where, you know, I have cravings for chocolate and sweets? Of course I do, but so does everyone. That's the norm, isn't it? But I don't want to eat a carrot or a piece of celery with it before every meal for the rest of my life, or start my meal with all my vegetables first. I want to enjoy my food. So, but that's how I did start firstly. So, there you go. That is lovely, isn't it? Got everything you need in it. Nice wholesome tea. Dead easy to prep and put together, I think, and I will thoroughly enjoy that. And it's massive, isn't it, as well? And do you know, that was just with me today. I used the fact that I was frustrated. Yeah, I would have used a couple of coins and I might be even more knackered tomorrow, but, you know, as long as I do my day's work and I'm fine, I might finish a bit earlier, that's fine. But what I did achieve was I went and got myself some proper wholesome food in case I can't cook, which I couldn't tonight. I had a good think about what's happening to me and how I felt out of control. I got some exercise in, didn't I? And, you know, I bought myself a nice cup and a bowl for me breakfast in the morning and some nice tongs. And so it was a winner, wasn't it? So that's how I feel about it. Anyway, thanks for listening as always. Even if it's just like my little friend Helen next door. And I know, no, there's not, because I know Kirsten watches me. And I know, like, a few people watch me. And, you know, it's not about that. It is, I love coming on here and talking, as you can probably see. And, you know, I feel so natural doing it. And for someone that, you know, had a real massive confidence issue and could not look at a photo of herself, you know, without having self-loathing and real self-loathing, I feel I've come on in leaps and bounds. And this means the world to me to be able to come on here and do it. And you know what? Even if I got no views, I'd still come on and do it, because one day one person might come along and go, oh, that's really helpful, Janine. So yeah, it is for me, but it's for other people as well. Anyway, guys, Susie hasn't come in tonight. She's on the back of the couch. She mustn't like salad. She's not there. No, she's not. She just had a tea, actually. I did feed her about half an hour ago. Anyway, as I always say, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and love yourself. And that's what I did today. I was kind to myself and just thought, no, come and get yourself some, give yourself a bit of self-love, Janine. Finish work early, you know, go and have your walk, So you, please, just be kind to yourself and love yourself and take care of yourself, won't you? And again, nagging voices in your head, you know, the ones, just say to yourself, I'm overthinking, what can I do to stop it? And maybe go and have a little walk or something, or go and have a nice bath, do you know what I mean? Or make yourself a cup of tea, have a bar of chocolate if it makes you feel better, do you know what I mean? I'm not promoting emotional eating, because I know, as I say, I've been there and I can still be there, but just give yourself a bit of self-love, won't you? All right. Take care. Bye-bye.